Hello, everyone. Welcome to Jealous 7th on that TV. And today I'm bringing you a very, should I say, sad story. Well, I don't know how to put this. This sounds so heart touching. It sounds so, I don't know, very, very emotional. I don't even know how to take it. I don't know how to touch it. I don't know, but just follow me on this journey. Follow me on this journey, and you will understand how far this story has come. And I'm going to start. Say, I loved someone who didn't know how to receive love. A true story of silent heartbreak, healing, and self discovery. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm not here to sound wise or healed. I'm just here to tell a story, one I've carried for too long. I loved someone deeply, but they didn't know how to receive love, and it broke me. Not all heartbreaks are loud. Some happen quietly while you are still holding on. It started small, a glance, a laugh, that feeling that maybe I have found someone who saw me. They weren't the loudest in the room. They had this wounded beauty, like someone who's been through war but still smile. I fell for that smile, and I mistook their silence for depth, their moodiness for mystery. I didn't know I was falling for someone who hadn't healed yet. And maybe I believed my love could be the medicine. They flinched when I complimented them, and they avoided deep conversations. They laughed off serious things like love, loyalty, forever. They didn't say they were broken, but their silence screamed it. I overlooked the red flags because I saw potential. And you know what's dangerous? Loving someone for who they could be, not who they really are. I kept pouring love into a heart that had holes, and it kept draining me dry. At first, it was just confusion. Why didn't they say, I love you back? Why did I always feel alone, even when they were beside me? Then came the overthinking. Maybe I am too intense. Maybe I love too much. Maybe I am the problem. But deep down, I knew I was loving them loud, and they were receiving me with fear. And no matter how soft I tried to be, they didn't trust softness. I started losing myself. I stopped expressing how I felt. I began shrinking because every time I showed more love, they pulled away. That's when I broke. I broke down in tears, not because they hurt me directly, but because I was slowly disappearing, trying to prove my love was safe. I stayed because I believed in them, because I saw the version of them that they didn't see at all. Because when they did let me in, even for a second, it felt like magic. But love wasn't supposed to come in crumbs. I was surviving on maybe, I was feeding on what ifs, and I was drowning in almost. I stayed because I wanted them to choose me, but the truth, they didn't even know how to choose themselves. Walking away wasn't loud. No screaming, no closure. Just one final moment of silence that said everything. I left because I was becoming someone I could no longer recognize. I became more quiet, and the sad version of me was shown to me. And I knew if I stayed, I would be empty forever. Healing didn't feel good at the first. It felt lonely. It felt quiet. It felt cold. But then, one day, I laughed again. This time, without them. And this time, it wasn't fate. I started remembering who I was before I tried to save someone who never asked to be saved. Now I know better. Not everyone who needs love is ready for it. Some people mistake peace for boredom. Some mistake kindness for manipulation. Some don't trust good things because pain taught them that love always comes with fire. And you know what? It's not my fault. I can't carry someone's healing. I can offer love, yes, but I can't force someone to feel safe in it. If you are reading my story and your heart feels heavy, if you loved someone who couldn't love you back, please hear me. You were not too much. You just gave love to someone who had not met themselves yet. And now, I love me the way I tried to love them. And that is a love story worth living. They couldn't receive my love, so I gave it to myself instead. Oh, God, I beg. So, going through this story, see, all I can say is that a lot of people are going through a lot in this thing called love. Some people are enjoying in their love. Some people are going through hellfire, capital hellfire. Because what is this? Like, what is this? What the hell is this? They are loving someone who hadn't even known what it means to be loved, or who hasn't healed from trauma, who suspects every show of kindness and every show of love, who doesn't feel like you are loving them rightly. But then drop in the comment section. I want to know, in this story, is it the person's fault? Is it like they didn't love the person according to their love language, or they couldn't understand the person's love language so as to relate it to them? Because in this whole story, this person is narrating how he or she loved somebody so deeply, cared so deeply, and it was not reciprocated. And in the process, they become a shadow of themselves. They became a shadow of themselves, and they had to withdraw for them to heal. It was just too much for them to handle. So if you have a similar story like this, you can drop it in the comment section. I would like to read it out for our viewers to advise you. But for this one, I don't feel this person needs an advice already. The person learned the hard way, because according to them, they overlooked the red flags because they saw potential and they didn't know it was dangerous. Why they keep loving, waiting for a day the person will wake up and begin to love them back. They kept, you know, they kept pouring into a heart that had holes, that couldn't reciprocate, and that couldn't love back. It's a very sad story. So please comment what you feel about this story, like, share, and more importantly, please watch this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.